Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this vlog I'm going to answer a subscriber question that I've gotten on the channel recently. It's a question I thought that you guys would enjoy, that I thought would apply to a lot of people, so I'm going to go ahead and answer that question. This question came in, like I said, a few days ago. Came in from a gentleman who asked me, how do you tailor your training to specific events, such as when you go from road racing to cross? What changes will you make? That's a really good question, and one that I wanted to answer. And in case you guys don't know, I actually have never raced cross before. I'm going to be doing that next fall after my road racing season. I do have a cross bike now. I actually don't have a whole lot of time on it because it's dead of winter time now here in upstate New York, and I'm focusing on my indoor training, getting ready for the upcoming road season. So, but this is a good question, and one that I'm actually going to have to kind of experiment with this year, and kind of let you guys know what works for me and what doesn't. But in general, okay, when I'm training for specific events, whether it be road, cross, and certain disciplines within road racing or mountain bike racing, whatever. The basic principle about training for your events is you want to replicate the kind of efforts you're going to have to do in those races. You want to replicate those in training. So just to give you a couple of examples, say I was going to be training for a time trial, a big time trial situation. I would be doing a lot of, steady state, FTP threshold kind of work, okay? Trying to, maximize that FTP and work, long durations at that power output, because that's exactly what you're going to face during a time trial. Basically, it's just one long, big FTP interval is basically what a time trial is. And so you would want to do that kind of work in your training. Conversely, if you're doing criterium races, you want to do a lot of short, a lot of very short, high intensity VO2 max type work, where you're going really, really hard for 30, 40 seconds, and then maybe, a minute recovery, and then, hard again. So basically, high intensity followed by short recoveries, and, try to build your recovery fitness by doing a lot of short, high intensity intervals with short restorations. That's how I would target, criterium training. If you're training for 70-mile road races, you need to build your endurance. You want to work on your endurance fitness, and you want to. So, it basically, the long story short, and in a nutshell, what you want to do as far as training for specific events, in my opinion, anyways, is you want to simply replicate the kind of efforts you're going to face in that event. Do those in training, so that when you get to your event, your body isn't, shell-shocked with, oh God, I haven't done this effort in, 6 months. So basically, it's just basically training. It's practicing the kind of efforts you're going to face in an event, practicing them in your training. That's basically all it is. And as far as what I will do specifically when I go to cross, I'm probably not going to change a whole lot this first year that I'm going to do cross. I really just want to do some cross races, have fun, gain some experience, and just kind of have fun doing cross. And over time, I'm gonna probably try to key in more specifically on targeting some cross races and try to do well. But for the first year doing cross, I'm not going to change my training up a whole lot. I'll probably I probably will do some basically like criterium type training, because that's pretty much what a cross race is. With cross races, it seems like there's a lot of high intensity spikes, and then some lull periods, then another high intensity spike and some lull periods. So it's kind of a little bit like criterium racing. The races aren't as long; they're like a half hour, 45 minutes long. If you're an elite pro, I think you race for an hour, maybe 60 minutes. So they're not really long races. Seems to be a lot of short, high intensity efforts in cross races from what I've seen in the couple of races I went down and watched last fall, and I've been looking at some stuff online, some YouTube videos. Seems to be a lot of short duration, high intensity efforts. So I would probably start keying in on some more of those as cross season approaches. But in general, that's how I think you should look at modifying your training for specific events. Again, it's simply practicing the kind of efforts you're going to face in your race. Just practice those in your training, and that's basically all that I do, and all that I think a person should do when it comes to training for events. And that's how I'm going to target my upcoming cross season. So I appreciated this question that came in. I thought it was a really good question, and I hope you guys found this video informative. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And as always, guys, I appreciate the support here on the channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys right back here in the next video.